Welcome back to Kamen Review, episode 159. These 4 episodes are noteworthy for being the last episodes, basically. Well, let's call this one the end of Anka arc. Because, of course, the first episodes, the other Anka wants to consume the actual Anka. So his arm can stop being purple when he's in his grief form. Not saying anything about his face, per se, just his arm. So, by the way, they have a Yam here in the episode where he's summoned via ice, of all things. Yes, frickin' ice. I think ice was the next one. Because in these 2 episodes, well, the first 2 anyways, we feature, I believe, it's the third to last Yami in the entire series. Okay, there was actually one before this one. Yeah, it's a weird 2-parter where he's one of Anka's Yamis. He appears in 3940. He's a weird guy. And the whole thing is basically is that we have this couple who had this neighborhood association, and their whole thing is keeping the whole area of surveillance, and of course acting like martial law because their Yami takes control of the local police, who ends up because they think, people are suspicious because they do stuff that you shouldn't do, and Cheriko points out easy thing. If you have video cameras in this neighborhood, how about actually take a freaking vote? Not just assign your own, let's put these particular cameras here for reasons per se. Yes. But that's kind of the way it is when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course they have blocking the damn things, which apparently is like the nest. Of yeah, it's like the nest, which apparently they try to break in, but nope, can't do it because basically it's under protection. And then of course basically the whole thing was a cover just so the other Anka can get the real Anka. Eventually, after the monster is defeated, by the way, also, because of the fact that Geto became new birth after the previous episode, he gets the president's secretary as his assistant, per se, as his partner. And she's always late. Mainly because she keeps doing her makeup, because it's a play of the fact women love doing the makeup before they go. So he's I'll pay you 5% of your salary, and 5% is like throwing this whole thing at. I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, the whole thing with this is just a minor subplot of these two working together, and the fact that also, there's also a thing of, it's revealed in the next 2 episodes after, of course, basically, let's talk about basically the ending of 40, where other Anka shows up in the restaurant, in the room where Eiji and Anka sleep. How the heck he got in there? Did Anka leave the window open? They don't say. It's kind of weird. So he shows up and then absorbs him. Though it's revealed actually after this that he takes the whole arm thing is basically, but he's not fully restored, because it's revealed that Hina held on to one of the medals. Yes, because the real Anka gave Hina one of the medals, one of the red medals. And so, the next episode is basically just get rid of him. And he's the first screen going to be going. Yep. So they create an ice monster, which is going to be Anka's last special monster he has in the whole series. And this one is the penultimate one. Because after this, there's one more after this. And after that one's destroyed, then the series is over in a few episodes. I'm not kidding about that. The next monster, which is, yeah, how it's summoned is they have Dr. Miki just walk into a field, and there's Anka just banging their arm because basically your original Anka is conscious. So, also, it's revealed in this two-parter that Edgy is turning into a greed. In the case of Dr. Miki, the process has already started, and his arms have already been turned. He also does this weird thing with the doll, like, oh, let's give it a tiny umbrella, or have the doll basically play like it's having a meal in the middle of the field on this tiny plate. And then, of course, all the action starts, and he has a reaction like, oh my gosh! I thought that was so funny. It's like every time his doll falls off, he has the most hilarious reaction. Every time, basically, it's like he's so cool and calculating when he's not playing with his doll, but if his doll dares on the floor, he goes. He's like so funny. I thought this was hilarious. So they have this thing, oh yeah, freezing him, and eventually, oh, apparently he turned to green because of the fact he losing his five senses. And it was during the course we had with Hina, which of course also her brother came back in the series. First time we actually see him talk. He briefly talked in previous episodes. It's the first time we actually see him doing something when he's not possessed. It's not like a brief thing where Anka lived for him. Yeah, this was basically like this for 2 episodes. Yeah, 2 full episodes of him away from him. And when he introduces himself, Chicken thinks, oh, he's Anka. Nope, I'm Hina's brother. And of course, Edgy refers him as detective, despite the fact he's not currently at this point a cop. I think they mentioned at the start of the series that he's on leave. He's been on leave for quite a while, like a year. So, and this is kind of, so then, and of course, Bert finds out basically, yeah, Geta finds out what the heck is going on, and Edgy's like, Maki's like, can you please give me the medals? And your body is like, I would if I know how. Which, here's the thing, they examined him with an X-ray machine. Where the heck these things are? They come out of his gut for some reason. I'm thinking they're probably in his muscles or they're probably in his bloodstream. They don't specifically say it, but it looks like it's surrounded by liquid. So, yeah, then of course he bows at Anka, and then he actually beats him by destroying 3 of his medals in his body. Well, cut him in half. And apparently this is the only way being restored to Anka, who makes a human copy of himself from his possession. And then the episode ends with him staring at his former host. And that's how the episode ends. An absolutely fantastic 4 episodes. And yeah, that's the last scene of Anka lost. He never returns after this. He doesn't return any future stuff. Nope, he is gone. Completely gone. Oh, and as for the Yami, he's destroyed by birth. Because of course he is. As for this Yami in particular, he will return in a table with the Wizard. Yeah, that's when he returned to the series. Now, what Anka lost, may I ask? Does he himself, like, ever make a return after this? In some future series? Oh no, he's dead. And he stays dead. He never comes back after this. And I'm like, what was the point of bringing this character? You're going to kill him off after 14 episodes. Yeah, 14 episodes and he's gone. I think it was actually, I think it was 29, I think it was. So I think of all the greeds, I think he had the shortest amount of screen time the whole series, at roughly 14 episodes. Longest is Katsuri, and probably behind him is Uba. But speaking of Uba, he's back next episode. First ever seen him since episode 36, and we'll find out what he's up to next time. But next up It's on the final episode to date released for Headhunted to Another World. So, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.